Good morning, good morning. Good morning, good morning. I'm JJ Frank. I'm a board member of the Marysville Tulalip Chamber of Commerce. And I just want to thank you so much for being here this morning. Truly do appreciate you being here. And I'm filling in. I'd like to give a welcome. But before we begin, the Greater Marysville Tulalip Chamber Board agreed that we would have an important responsibility to acknowledge the grounds on which we are privileged to gather on. And at this time, we would like to read the land acknowledgement. And so if you have one of your neighbors that are talking right now, we would like you to just give some attention at this time, would be greatly appreciated. We want to thank Tulalip Tribes for our partnership. We truly do honor and respect you, and we thank you for your partnership and being a part of the Marysville Tulalip Chamber. Land acknowledgement. We acknowledge that the original inhabitants of this area, the Snohomish people and their successors, the Tulalip Tribes, since time immemorial, they have hunted, fished, gathered, and taken care of these lands. We respect their sovereignty, their right to self-determination, and honor their sacred spiritual connection with the land and water. We will strive to be honest about our past mistakes and bring about a future that includes their people, stories, and voices to form a more just and equitable society. So without further ado, I'd like to welcome and introduce our president and CEO of the best chamber of Snohomish County, just voted in 2022, Yvonne. Let's give Yvonne a hand.
Good morning, everyone, and we are the best chamber in Snohomish County, thanks to you all, so give yourselves a round of applause. And let's give JJ a round of applause for that great start to this morning. I'd like to introduce our elected officials in the room, if we can hold our applause, and for Sid Logan. And our Marysville Tulalip Chamber, the Greater Marysville Tulalip Chamber board members, we have Tony Matthews, Jonathan Yepes Carino, Peter Rudolph, JJ Frank, Michelle Hernandez, Connie Meny, Tracy Goldsby, Dr. Zach Robbins, Felicia Kreider, Sharon Gomez Pascual, Scott Peterson, Sam Samano, and Vance Tidius. Can we give them all a round of applause? Now, if you can help me welcome this morning's Business Before Hours sponsors, the Marysville School District, to the stage.
Good morning, everyone. So the first thing we're going to do is I'm going to get my hands on the remote. Excellent. Excellent. Welcome. Let's see. We're just going to cue the presentation. So Yvonne, before I get started, I want to make sure, because I don't want to spoil the fun by clicking through this presentation and spoiling the fun. So we have our presentation. Right now I'm stalling so we can get the presentation going. So I hope everyone is having a great morning. Thank you all so much for being here. I want to say thank you to the Marysville Tulalip Chamber of Commerce for allowing us to sponsor and share with you this morning. Also want to acknowledge we have two of our Marysville School District Board members here. We have President Paul Gallivan and our legislative representative Connor Krebs. Thank you all so much for your support. And also thank you to the Best Schools Marysville, because their help and support of the school district has been absolutely phenomenal. Let's give these folks a round of applause, please. So a little bit about me. I don't know if you all remember those shoes that we all used to wear as children. So I was raised in Hampton, Virginia. We were a military town. So, in fact, the movie Hidden Figures that happened in my city. So we had Langley Air Force Base, the Norfolk Naval Shipyard, Fort Eustis. It was a military town. And that's actually the house where I grew up, and that car is the car that my parents bought themselves when they told me they were going to get me a car when I turned 16. I have 3 children in Las Vegas. I'm a Star Wars fan. Any Star Wars fans in the house? All right. I'm among friends. And I love living in the Pacific Northwest because I came here from Las Vegas, and it's very, very nice to not have to endure 115-degree weather. Okay? So, and one of the things that I've learned as superintendent is that our Marysville School District families have a deep love for their children. And it's because of that deep love that we are asking for support in this upcoming levy and just support of the school district in general. So now, a couple of goals that we have. Number one, we want to make Marysville schools a place that children and families love. The school must be the most wondrous, magical time for children. And families must feel really good about sending their kids to school, and families must feel great that schools are responsive to their needs. So that's goal number one. Goal number 2 is we must improve academically. No one sends their kid to school not expecting them to do better on day 150 than they did on day 5. So the goal is to make sure that our students improve. Now, and we want to make sure that here are the demographics of our school district, because people sometimes don't understand just how many kids we have. We have roughly 10,000 students, and we have a very, very diverse school district. Now, let me get into the current situation that we're in. So now, our graduation rate is 84%. This is actually trending higher than a lot of our state. This is the actual line. We're a little bit better, and our students are performing better in terms of graduation rates than much of the state. Now, we have a couple of academic gaps that we're working to address. We want to make sure that the Marysville students are performing at an exemplary level, and we're going to end up closing this gap. And you see the 2 gaps we have here in reading and math. So I'm very proud of the work that's happening with our students and our teachers and our families who are supporting children at home, because as we look at, we give these formative preliminary assessments just so we can see how we're doing. We're checking on instruction. And all evidence points to we're doing really well. We are improving. So I'm looking very forward to this improvement over time. There's a gap with science. Now again, we're talking about averages here of all the schools in the state. So we're also going to close this gap in terms of science achievement. We're doing things differently in the Marysville School District. We have figured out different ways to make sure that instruction is exactly what it should be. We are more responsive to families. We are more frugal because we have to be. We're doing so many things different in the name of making sure students are successful. That is what we are here to do. Now, we have a levy measure coming up, and when you have a strong school district, the business community thrives. It's just that simple. A strong school system draws and attracts business to an area. And I'm so thankful that the Marysville Tulalip Chamber of Commerce supports children and supports our school district because, again, we want to attract industry here. And we want to keep industry here. And the school district is instrumental in doing that. Now, we failed some levies. Some of our levies failed in 2022. And here are the impacts. We had to cut $12.5 million. That's a lot of $1 bills. That's a lot of money, especially in school district terms. And there are implications for those cuts. So, of course, in terms of student safety and security, these are impossible choices that we had to make when we had to cut $12.5 million out the budget. But we had to think about school support and security. We had to cut some of our staff. That's not the staff that you want to cut. We had to make sure that we saved money in athletics, and then middle school sports went. And thank goodness to Snohomish County for jumping in to support us. Also, we haven't had a curriculum adoption because we have to have resources in order to adopt curriculum. We shouldn't have outdated materials for children. We should not. We should not. We have a duty to cherish education. And part of that is making sure that teachers have the tools they need to be successful. And then we can't build kids up in schools that are falling down. So just maintaining the facilities that we have. All of those things took a hit when we had to cut $12.5 million out of our budget. Now, what does the levy fund? You know what, Dave? These next couple of slides get into some of the nitty-gritty of the finance. So I'm going to actually ask our finance director, Dave Cram, to speak a little bit about this. Dave, come on up. Let me give you the in-service on the remote. They said to hit the button just once. Got it.
So thanks, everybody, for having us here today. Once again, my name is Dave Cram. I'm the finance director for the school district. What this slide here demonstrates is what our levy actually is helping us fund. So a bulk of our funding from the levy helps us with our teachers and support staff. And when I mean support staff, that's our bus drivers, our food service workers, our custodians, our secretaries, and our administrators. And as Zach mentioned earlier, it also helps fund curriculum and supplies. As he mentioned that we're struggling to adopt new curriculum, but we don't have these funds. We also in this district have one-to-one devices for our students. So this levy also helps support the technology that we put in front of our students and the training that we give our teachers to help the students utilize that technology. And one of the big ones, and we mentioned middle school sports already, but athletics are paid for by levy dollars. The state does not fund us for athletics or extracurriculars. So any of our athletics and clubs that we provide for our students and families has to be paid for by levy dollars. And then last here we have safety and transportation. With that, the state only funds us at what we call a prototypical model, and anything above that, we have to then fund ourselves or find other resources. And levy dollars helps with safety, with SROs at the secondary, and helps with our transportation cost as well. So this is kind of a demonstration of the gap that we face. So when you look at, for instance, the SRO one I just talked about, safety, we get funded basically about 1 FTE from the state. And we have about 7 staff members that service for SROs. We were very fortunate this year to have a partnership with the Marysville city. They provided us with an additional SRO, which was terrific, but we don't know if that's going to be continuing. That's why this levy is very important so that we can continue to provide that safety to our students and families. And then you'll also see these other areas. The paraeducator, we have a huge gap there, and we fund that gap with levy dollars, with federal dollars, and other local resources that we are able to get through grants. So this is what our revenue is made up of. As we said, with the state, they fund us through a prototypical model, and that makes up about 68% of the overall revenue that the district brings in. And you'll see that blue triangle up there for property tax. That's our levy. That's about 14% of our overall revenue that comes into the district to help support our gaps that we just showed you in the last slide. And we also receive federal dollars of about 14%, and those are very specific funds that have to be used for very specific needs, whether that's special ed or Title I resources. And then this slide here is actually a pretty important slide to understand. As Zach mentioned, we already had to make about $12.5 million in cuts just for this budget year that we are in. In a school district, our budget year starts in September 1 and ends on August 31st. But as you know, with tax collections, those go in calendar years. So because last year we were not successful at the ballot box, we are not going to be seeing any revenue coming in this April. So when we built our 22-23 budget, we only had $12.5 million coming in October. That October collection was the last collection of the last 4-year EPO levy that we passed. So for April 2023, we don't see any dollars coming in. And then next year, as we develop our budget, we won't see any revenue coming in the fall. If we are successful at the ballot, we will actually start seeing our revenue come back in the 2024 spring, so in April's collection, which we estimate to be about $13.5 million. And it won't be until the 24-25 school year that we actually will start seeing our full revenue source coming in from our levy. So even though we have success on February 14th, that's the election day, Valentine's, we still have headwinds in front of us that we have to deal with. The light switch won't be flipped immediately. We are still going to have to wait until we receive our full funding in 24-25 to bring back some of the programs and some of the staffing that we had to make cuts to in this school year that we're operating in right now. So this slide here is just a quick slide to show people basically if you had a $500,000 home, what you would be paying in taxes. So in October, the last collection that we had, people were paying at a $2.35 per thousand rate, which meant you were paying just under $1,200 if you had a $500,000 home. That same $500,000 home with our new anticipated rate of $1.67 per thousand would be about $835. So it would be a savings of roughly about $340 on a $500,000 home. And then I'll hand it back to you.
Thank you so much, Dave. Thank you, Dave. So we have some important dates here. So, of course, January 27th, ballots mailed out. The 14th is Election Day. And just remember that your ballots don't require postage. So we encourage everyone just to participate in this process. In order to make sure that all students are successful, in order to make sure that our schools provide for the needs of children and their families, we need each other, and we are all in this together. This is the most important ballot measure in our city's history because our children are the foundation of our city's success. They will follow us. They will do the things to make sure that we are all successful and have good lives later on in our lives. Please remember to vote. My name is Dr. Zach Robbins, the proud superintendent of the Marysville School District. Thank you so much for your time and attention this morning. Any questions? So right now, we have a few moments if folks would like to ask a couple of questions that we can address. There isn't one up here.
They're right in front of you on the stage.
Thank you for being here today, and we're greatly appreciative of what you're doing for our children in this community.
Thank you.
And it's good to meet you for the first time. I think many of us are meeting you for the first time. So
Likewise.
welcome.
Thank you so much.
You bet. Question I have is, in terms of what we're paying here in Marysville per, $500,000 home, how does that compare so we have an understanding of the value that we're getting with this levy? How does it compare with our neighbors, say, in Lake Stevens and Arlington or Stanwood, if someone wants to bring
Dave,
that up?
No problem, Dave. Before I turn it over, actually, I think there's another. Grab this mic for you, Dave. I'll start with the answer. So one of the things that we did when we actually established $1.67 as the rate is we compared our neighboring districts because we wanted to be in the distribution of what was right, good, and a reasonable request. So we wanted to make sure that our city were not being taxed unfairly or excessively. And besides, this is right now in these days, we need to make sure we're being mindful of how much we're asking for. Dave, is there anything you'd like to add to that?
So just so you have an idea on the dollar amounts on that, when we looked at Snohomish County as a whole, the average on the EPO levy for Snohomish County schools was $1.62. And then we looked at our borders, so Arlington, Lakewood, Everett, and Lake Stevens, and that was $1.72. And we're coming in at $1.67. So we're trying to be extremely competitive and in alignment with our neighboring districts.
It's just the right thing to do. Any other questions?
Yeah, I got one.
Yes.
Hi, my name is Rick McCarthy. I got a kind of a pre-asked question, too, so you guys are prepped for this, and it's good to go. But Dr. Robbins, thank you for stepping into the district. You've got definitely an uphill battle on your hands, but we have faith. Cuts have been made, obviously, and we hear a lot of cuts being made on the lower end with the kids and the teachers and projects, programs, and stuff like that. What has been made on the upper level, the higher end, to help balance this? Has there been any cuts up here that have been made?
Fantastic question, Dave. I'll start, and then you can finish. So we had no choice but to reduce across the organization. So at the executive level and at the service center, we had to make cuts. You know, and you always think about how that impacts people and people's lives, but we just didn't have a choice. Dave, would you like to continue with that one?
Sure. So in the service center, the district office level, we actually have had some people that have left us in the last year, and we haven't replaced those positions. We had a director that oversaw in our facilities area that we did not replace, and we tried to consolidate that position. We also had a director that did categorical programs for us, and we absorbed that position as well. In my office, I'm actually down 2 positions right now. We had 2 people leave us, and we have not filled those. We're actually trying to absorb that. So that's one of the ways in which we're trying to make reductions within our service center district office, is that when people are leaving us, we're reevaluating those positions, and we're trying to absorb those the best we can with the existing staff that we have.
And so we're doing what every business does, or what every business is doing during these times. I mean, it puts a strain on other folks, but we don't have a choice. Just like businesses all across the country, we're doing what we have to do. Other questions before we wrap up? Thank you so much for your questions. Great questions, because the question you have may be a question that someone else is also wondering. Everyone, thank you so much again for your time and attention. Have a fantastic rest of the morning.
Okay, let's give Dr. Robbins and David Cram another round of applause. They will be here at the end, so if you guys have specific questions you want to ask them that you didn't want to ask, please feel free to ask them. The Greater Marysville Tulalip Chamber did approve to support the levy, so we ask you to vote yes for the levy, because as it was mentioned, strong businesses or strong schools equals strong businesses. So please vote. They have a lot of information. If you have any questions, feel free to ask them. Now, for the second part of our Business Before Hours, I'd like to introduce our MC for this morning. If you can help me welcome Todd Fallman.
Are you wondering what I got in this bucket? Of course. It's a bucket of fun. It's also a bucket of seriousness. All right, we're in a meeting, so let's get this meeting started. So, who loves to hike? Okay, who loves to hike in the snow? Okay, so if you were to go hiking with Will Smith, okay, and Will Smith gets lost in the snow hiking, how would you find Will Smith? You follow the Fresh Prince. Okay, I'm done. It is great. Okay. No, I'm going to be here for a while. Yvonne told me I had to be here, so you're going to be stuck with me for a little bit. So I'll try to make this ride as smooth as possible. It's wonderful to be here. And the voice that you heard come from the ceiling is not God, that's Ryan in the back. Thank you, Ryan, for helping us out here today. Thank you for Tulalip Casino providing this wonderful room and this great breakfast. I hope you all enjoyed that as well. Today, this portion, we're going to do some networking. We're going to get to know one another some more, because that's part of why you're here today. And thank you for the wonderful, wonderful presentation from the Marysville School District. Really appreciate that. I think that is something that we all can get behind and support. So I would urge you to watch out for those ballots when they arrive in your mailboxes and check the appropriate box. And I have confidence that you'll do just that. So move forward here with today's agenda. We're now taking reservations, okay, for sponsorships and showcase tables. The showcase tables are right over here along that wall there, and for $30, okay, and that is a huge discount because the value on those things are at least $60, okay? So you get a showcase table for $30. You get to put all your wonderful things up there, showcase that out, network before, during, and then after, and then have a little bit of time here on the mic. We're also asking if you're interested in sponsoring the event, the business before hours meetings, you can go ahead and do so. It'll give you a chance to make a presentation up in front, get to know you a little bit more, and pick the date on the calendar. So we have a few dates left that are available, so I would encourage you to contact Ann or contact Yvonne if you are interested in a business before hours sponsorship. I'd highly encourage you to do that. Now for our introductions, announcements, and the networking portion of this meeting. Okay, I think I said somebody else's script there for a second, okay? We're going to be introducing the new members to the chamber. And when you hear your business name, if you are the owner or a colleague or an associate to that business, if you could please come up here to the stage to my right, and we'll give you a quick announcement to introduce yourself, your business, and how we can best get to know you. The Ability Center, our new chamber members, and we love new chamber members. Coastal Community Bank, Smoky Point. All right, yes, come on. Don't be shy, come on up. You're the next contestant, come on. The IRG Physical and Hand Therapy, please come forward. Okay. Volley Entertainment. I think I met this individual earlier. Come forward. Thank you. Add PSE in there. Okay, PSE. Yes? Yeah. Okay, come on. Don't be shy. Planet Fitness. Excellent. And Edward Jones. Josh Helpenstell. Josh. Okay. He's out working, natural. He's outdoor knocking. Good for him. So if you could please take a second, introduce yourself here at the mic.
Hi, my name is Ursula Spidell, and Coastal has been a chamber member for a number of years. Many of you probably know Tony Matthews. She's the manager in Marysville. I manage the Smoky Point branch, and we service businesses. We have a great online portal that we have activated this year to helping businesses win. So we have a lot of in-person trainings that are free for members and non-members. But if you have the opportunity to head to Smoky Point, I would love to have the opportunity to get to know you and get to know your businesses and see how we can partner together. So thank you.
Thank you.
Good morning, everybody. My name is Kevin Aiello. I'm here representing Volley Entertainment. We are a brand new startup. We've opened in Bellingham. We're here in Marysville, right next to the Goodwill on State Street. And we are our focus is indoor pickleball courts with a sports bar and restaurant. We're doing a full renovation right now of the space. And it's going to be exciting. We have golf simulators, meeting rooms. I had a couple notes to make sure I... Thank you. We're hoping to open sometime in May this year, and again, please, if you're in the neighborhood, stop by, peek in if you'd like. Again, my name's Kevin Aiello, and Volley Entertainment is excited to be in Marysville. And I just want to note, Marysville has been an incredible place for us to work with, and we're real excited how the city has treated us from the second we've gotten here. So thank you for all that, and it's nice to meet you all.
When's your open date?
We don't have an official date, but we're hoping we can open in May. So it'd probably be late May, but
June. We'll see you in June.
Yeah, could be June. I think everybody's experienced COVID and all the things that go with it, so we've had a lot of struggles, but we keep overcoming. So again, we're real excited to be in Marysville, and I think we're going to have a beautiful facility that's going to really enhance this area. So we're excited to be here. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Next, please.
I'm Jennifer Ashlock with Puget Sound Energy, and I'm a senior business account manager in our managed account sector. So some of you are my customers, Marysville School District, Saffron Cabin, the Tulalip Tribe and Casino, and Smith Gardens as well. I actually live in Marysville, and my kids go to the school district. I've been in Marysville for 21 years. One of the things that Puget Sound Energy brings to this area is gas service. So my job is to work with my customers on energy efficiency projects, new construction grants, and we're also going to be extending our department as of this year to a small medium business sector. So I'm really excited about that, and I can also bring more information as our department grows. I do think that there's a lot that PSE can help you guys with, saving money. It's all about saving money. No sales, just saving money. So if you're interested and would like to get some more information, just let me know. I have my business card. And thank you.
Thank you so much for helping us keep our businesses open, warm, and welcoming. Thank you so much.
You.
Well, hi, everybody. I wasn't expecting to speak today. Yes, that. I'm Josh Bennett. I'm the general manager at the new Planet Fitness in Smoky Point. About 50 square feet of us is in Smoky Point, so we're going to claim that. We like to think of ourselves as the judgment-free zone. We are the judgment-free zone, as well as we like to think of ourselves as the tip of the healthcare spear, just offering people a place to go, take control of their own health at an affordable price point where you're not going to feel judged or worried about anything. We also offer classes and all of those good things. So if you're ever in the area, stop by. We'd love to give you a tour and kind of show you what we have.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Thank you. Keeping us fit. Right now, I'd also like to give a quick reminder to all the wonderful award winners for Homes for the Holiday celebration. Who was there for that? Wasn't that fantastic? Yes, let's give another round for that really successful event and all those award winners. I would also like to strongly suggest that you go and visit the new website that the Chamber has put together. It is fantastic. And as a member, you have wonderful opportunities to utilize that resource to help promote your business, to provide notifications, to promote events, have job openings, and special offerings and discounts. So please go ahead and visit the Chamber website, check out your membership, log it in, and if you're having problems with that, please contact their office, and Dave, myself, Yvonne, emissaries, everyone on the board would love to help you utilize that wonderful tool that's available for you. Next, I'd like to announce and bring up the showcase tables. So you two can also be part for only how much? It's only $30, okay, to get one of these wonderful showcase tables. So I'd like to introduce the showcase tables for today. If you could please come up here to the stage and join me. We'd like to reintroduce the Marysville School District. Okay. Someone's already at Sherwood Community Services. And your friend? No? You're not going to bring the new guy? Okay. Next time, SCORE of Snohomish County, and Remax Elite Tina Hudon, and Eden Health Care Services. If you could please make your way forward, please. And if there are any other showcase tables that are here that I did not announce, please make your way forward as well.
I was trying really hard not to go first. Good morning, I'm Jessica Shaw with Sherwood Community Services. I wrote my stuff down, so please bear with me. First of all, I want to say congratulations to all of the winners of the Best of Snohomish County, including the Chamber. We are super honored to be in the group of winners for Best Employment Agency. Our vocational program provides employment and community inclusion supports to high school graduates and adults with intellectual and developmental disabilities throughout Snohomish, Skagit, Island, and San Juan counties. With the expansion of dual services at the same time in January and the fact that Sherwood doesn't turn anyone away who qualifies for vocational supports, we are maxing out in capacity, which means we have immediate needs. immediate needs to hire in our Snohomish County team. If you or someone you know who wants to join the best employment agency in Snohomish County and change lives, come over to the green table and grab my card. Thank you for believing in abilities.
Thank you so much. Really, really appreciate your services.
Good morning again, everyone. I would like to actually share this moment if possible, and I didn't even say anything. I would like to ask Ms. Goebel to come up. And she's already here, because I'm going to turn the mic over to her. But before I do that, the one thing I would like to also do, we're going to have an official announcement. Being a school board director is a tough job, because you're representing all of the constituents in a district. And we're going to have an official announcement, but I'm going to take a little executive privilege, boss, I hope I'm okay, to also introduce our newest director, Kristen Michael. So we can give her a round of applause for choosing to volunteer. And I am going to turn this over to Best Schools Marysville.
You are so kind. I tried not to get up here, too. So I'm Cindy Goebel, Best Schools Marysville. We are a nonprofit solely in support of getting this levy passed. That is our goal. It's our mission. If you've seen us, who's seen us out there? Yeah, that's right, but I'm not done. So the rest of you probably will see me as well, again. So we've talked to the community about why this levy is important. You guys heard the economic reason, right? Businesses. We've talked about how it supports our community, how it supports our students, our families. We bring in business, we develop more. That's what our community is about. You guys are that building block. We have to support that. So with this, because I'm a nonprofit, I can say, vote yes, please, pass this levy. It is the first step, but we have more steps to go after this. So I'm priming you, practice voting yes, do it this first time. We're gonna talk again later about our future and how we're gonna develop that as well. But tell everybody, please, I support the levy because. Now, if you're sitting there and you're like, I don't know why I should support the levy, let me give you some reasons. Students, anybody here got students in the district? Yeah, I do too, and I think that they're important. So, students, we support our students. We support our businesses. We have strong schools. We get more businesses in here. We get more families. What do families do? They spend money. They go to your businesses. So strong school districts, strong families, strong businesses. And then we need more room to develop because we got more businesses and more families. It is like a circle. We work together. So go out, encourage everybody, even if you don't live here. Because I heard some of you say, well, I don't live here. That's okay. You've got friends. You've got family. You've got neighboring businesses next door to you. Tell everybody, I support the levy because. And then you fill it in. Tell 3 people that are not here today. It doesn't count if you pick your neighbor here. Tell 3 other people today why you support the levy, and please vote yes. Thank you.
And you said you weren't prepared. Okay. Fantastic job. Thank you so much. Next, please.
Good morning. My name is Vance Titus. I am a business mentor with the Greater Seattle Chapter Snow Isle branch of SCORE. SCORE is the business management consulting arm of the U.S. Small Business Administration. We offer one-on-one mentoring with businesses. We have interactive online workshops on a variety of business topics throughout the month, and we have webinars on our website that are available 24/7, again, on a wide variety of business topics. We have, in February, we will be starting one-on-one mentoring in the chamber office 2 days a week, the first and third Thursday of each month. You can contact me for scheduling appointments. I'd love to see people come in and talk with them. We also have all of our resources, mentoring, workshops, and webinars in the Spanish language. Love to see you. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Vance. I've actually used SCORE and a one-on-one mentoring in order to start and initiate a nonprofit. And these gentlemen, these men and women that volunteer their time and utilize their expertise, and the cost is, you can't beat the cost because it's free, but their knowledge is extremely valuable. So I would strongly encourage you to take advantage, no matter what area of your business you're in. You're starting, you're in the middle, or you're just advancing out, leaving that legacy. Contact SCORE. You will be very happy you did. Next, please.
Good morning. How's everybody? Great. Who's ready to navigate this new year? Yeah, that's our theme, right? A couple things. I'm Tina Hudon with Remax Elite, your hometown team, and we are so excited to be here and to share with you some new things for the new year. A couple fun statistics that I just wanted to share with you. In Snohomish County, in 2022, a medium home price with condos and homes is $679 is our medium home price. In 2021, the medium home price was $680. That's exciting to know, right? Everybody thinks, oh my gosh, prices are dropping. It's horrible for sellers. So one other statistic that I like to share with you, in 2021, we had active listings in December of 232. Active listings in December of 22, we had 1,068. So that shows you the turn in the market and how we have much more inventory. So it's very excited for buyers right now. We actually have the interest rates coming down a tad bit right now. There's some amazing programs out there for mortgages. So we want to invite you to a home buyer workshop on Tuesday, January 31st at the Prime Lending office, the new office there right on Smoky Point Boulevard from 6 to 8:30 to come and learn. Bring friends if you know of somebody that's interested, but they just don't know where to start or how to get going in the home buying process. Come and see us and let us just educate us. We have a great fireplace. Sit by the fire and let's learn. We have some beverages and snacks, and we'd love to see you all there. We have flyers over on our table if you'd like to grab one. Thank you so much. Tina with the hometown team.
Thank you so much, Tina. That is so important. You know, having that information and knowledge helps you form good decisions moving forward. Even if you're not thinking about doing something right now, you still need to get this information. So I would encourage you to go and talk to Tina and her team. Next.
Good morning. I'm Tony Salas. I am the Director of Marketing for Eden Health. And what we do is we provide in-home healthcare services, so nursing, therapies. We also provide home care, which are those activities of daily living that you, your parents, your grandparents might need, cooking, cleaning, bathing, even companionship. We also provide hospice services for those people who have reached end of life. None of you are in that category. But I wanted to announce that our office in Bellingham and Mount Vernon have been serving Whatcom and Skagit counties for years. We have just expanded down into a King County office that is also handling Snohomish, King, and Pierce counties. So we can now offer those services everywhere from Tacoma to the Canadian border. And nice part for those of you who are of age, most of our services are covered by Medicare. So Eden Home Health, in-home health care, available for you whenever you need us. Thank you.
Thank you so much. And thank you again. We have a few more things here on the agenda that we're going to be ripping right through. We have a roving mic coming up next. Then we're going to do some raffle prizes. Then we're going to get into navigating the new year. So we'll continue with today's agenda with the roving mic. Anyone who uses the roving mic time to give a kudo or a testimony to another chamber member will get to put an additional business card here into the fun barrel. And there'll be your chance to show others in this room why you're grateful to use them and grateful for them. So the roving mic, if you have an these are not announcements, okay? This is not a chance to showcase yourself. This is not a chance to introduce an event that you are doing, okay?
This is a chance in Roving Mike to give a kudo, to give a thanks, to show gratitude to another member. And in doing so, you'll be able to enter another business card into the fun box to win a raffle prize in a bit. So if you have a kudo, a thought for another member, please come forward here to the stage. Okay, I'm going to start pointing to people to come up. How about somebody from this area? 1, 2, 3, stand up. Come on. How about another person from here. 1, 2, 3, stand up. Good. Keep coming.
Hi, I'm Nancy Denny from Motto Mortgage Orca, and I want to give a kudo actually out to Rochelle from Realty One Group Orca. And the reason why I want to give a shout out to her is because she does so much for all of us Orcas. And she does it with a smile, she does it very happily, and we really could not do what we do without her. Thanks, Rochelle.
How about somebody from the upper level? Why don't you come on down?
Thank you, Nancy Denny, for that. I am Rochelle Fallman with Realty One Group Orca, and I wanted to give a shout out to our managing broker, Matt Dixon. We just added him onto the Chamber website in our Realty One Group office, and I just wanted to say thank you, Matt, for all that you do to support all of our agents/brokers that are at our office. He does the coaching program, and he does a lot of behind-the-scenes work, too. So thank you, Matt.
Thank you, Rochelle.
Ryan Brown with Link Northwest. My shout out is for Yvonne Sepulveda and also the Greater Marysville Tulalip Chamber of Commerce. 2 months ago, we raised how much money for shoes? $35,000. Next week we begin. Yeah, let's go. Ow! Right? So next week we're starting planning on the event to get kids to actually come down and buy shoes, and I'm excited to take a bunch of pictures and share with y'all, but let's just shout that out for the rest of our lives, huh?
Shout,
Let's
shout, shout.
go.
Nice job, Ryan.
Hi, I'm Charlie with Women in Leadership. My partner Heather's, she's coming. We wanted to give kudos to Rhonda Snyder for being our business banker as we started out with a baby business. She's been phenomenal to work with, and there's so many other amazing people in this room that have helped pave the way for us to be here over the last year. Kim, Rayanne, Yvonne, thank you for encouraging us, and
we've both gotten different insurances from Rayanne Hall. So for all your insurances needs, you know who to call, Rayanne Hall.
That is awesome.
Yeah.
That is awesome. Thank you so much for your involvement.
Thank you.
There's a lot of love on this stage right now. Sure you don't want to come up and get some of it?
Hi, I'm Bruce Carruthers. I own Dalton's Midway Service Auto Repair, and I wanted to give a kudos to the Marysville Police. We are actually closing our other location in Clearview. A large part of that has to do with the crime we've experienced there. Here, we have had nothing but good experiences with the police. They've been very supportive, and we have not had a single incident of problems, even when we had a wrecked car in our front area that was open for everyone. And we see plenty of questionable people wandering by. Occasionally they're sleeping behind things. The police have been really responsive. They've been so helpful and friendly and really supportive of us. So I'm very happy, and that's one of the reasons we're focusing on our Marysville location. So thank you.
Thank you so much, Bruce. That is so important. Thank you. Thank you.
Hello, good morning, everyone. My name is Jose, and I help business owners help build their investment portfolio. And I want to give a shout out to Todd Fallman for stepping up in leadership. He just opened up his mortgage company called Motto Mortgage Orca. He's a beast, man. He's a great coach at what he does, and in leadership, and the real estate coach, and anything that he does.
You
in
can
the
put
community
3
as well.
cards in here, okay?
All right, thanks.
Oh, you did. No. Next, please.
Todd, another shout out. You're doing fantastic. So I want to put a shout out to a lot of our business partners out there in the Marysville School District and the internships that have partnered with the students of Heritage High School that have, it's part of their major curriculum to get internships throughout the community We've had fire, we've had medical, we've had civil with the city, but there's a couple of businesses out there, and I also want to give a shout out to Cindy Goebel, all the volunteer work that she's doing to get the shout out for the vote. It's been an amazing adventure, and I appreciate it very much.
Thank you so much for everything you do as well. Yes?
Sorry, Paul Gallivan, with the board of directors on the school board.
Okay, excellent. Thank you. Thank you. Appreciate that. Do you want to know what's next? Raffle prizes. It's time to play some games and have some fun, win some prizes. All right? Well, if you haven't put your business card in here, you're too late. Okay? So you got to be awake. Wake up a little earlier and drop it in here. So if you've brought a raffle prize, let's come right over here. Line up over here. To my left would probably be, or to my right, it'll be your left. Line up over here, and we're going to come up. You'll introduce yourself, your business, a little bit about your raffle prize, and we'll draw a name, and some lucky winner will walk away with some fabulous gifts today. Welcome.
Good morning. I'm Tanya Seiler with the Evergreen Goodwill Job Training and Education Center, and we have two $25 Goodwill gift cards. And if you don't know, we've always been Seattle Goodwill, but we changed to Evergreen Goodwill of Northwest Washington. You'll see more blue and green colors. Don't be confused. And that is City of Marysville, Eric Scarpon, Chief of Police.
Yeah!
Okay.
Yes, he's right there.
Yeah.
You have one more?
Yep.
Okay.
And Chris Lute, 564 IT. Chris, and shout out to Chris and Aaron. They've helped Goodwill with some projects recently for no cost, and so I owe you guys lunch.
Absolutely. Congratulations, winners. Thank you so much. Next, please.
Hi, I'm Nancy Denny from Motto Mortgage Orca, and I have a $50 Home Depot card. Oh, Jose Zaragoza. Or do I keep it?
You just put it right here. Thank you so much. Next, please. Wonderful. I need a new hose. I need some hoses, Jose. Okay, for my. Can I borrow that later?
Good morning, everybody. I'm Rhonda Snyder, business banker with Coastal Community Bank. And if you had the resolution of being healthy this year, this will help you. It's a nice, fancy water bottle from Coastal. And Laura Edward Jones.
Laura, are you here? Oh, okay. I'm going to make sure Laura gets that. Okay.
All right. Hey, everybody. Eric Scarpin, your Chief of Police here in Marysville. I have a very special prize package here. We've got a Marysville Police mug. We've got a challenge coin in here. We've got a patch and some other things, too. I wanted to talk to you really quick this morning about our Polar Plunge coming up. Rick McCarthy. Rick supported us very strongly last year. You even jumped in the water. February 26th at Lake Stevens, North Cove Park, we're going to be jumping in the water to support Special Olympics. That supports Washington Special Olympics athletes, young men and women, people of all ages who participate in that program right here in our community. It's a fabulous cause to donate to. If you want to support us from the business community, one of my pledges to you is for every donation over $100, I will come out to your business location, as long as I can get there pretty easily, and we'll do a pop plunge, which we film a little water balloon going over my head. It's kind of fun. I get wet, you don't. And it's all for a great cause. If you want to form a team and come out and join us, I think a few of my colleagues here from the police department are going to be jumping in with me too. We're going to have some of our support staff. We're going to have a great time. So don't duck this challenge. Please donate, and we will squeeze you in.
I was thinking that, for a $100 donation, for every $100 donation, you stay 2 more minutes in the cold water.
We could maybe work something like that out too, but the fire department might have something to say about that and safety. So, All right, and Peter Rudolph of the Galloway Law Group, step forward and
Woo,
collect
Peter!
your prize.
I see you back there. Thank you so much.
Hello again, Tony Salas, Director of Marketing with Eden Health, and I have for a lucky winner an insulated lunchbox that's filled with some incredible other prizes like the world's greatest coffee mug. So, unfortunately, you got to provide your own coffee. Again, Eden Health, in-home healthcare, hospice, and home care services available everywhere from Tacoma to the Canadian border. And the lucky winner is Robert Aguilar from Beef Jerky Outlet.
Of course it is. Of course it is. Thank you. Next, please.
Hello again, Jessica Shaw with Sherwood Community Services. We were super excited to partner again with Malicious Women Candle Company with a Sherwood branded candle. So in here is a candle. It says infused with acceptance and possibilities, more alike than different. Tara Mizell.
Oh, they're laughing. They must have known, right?
Oh.
Wow, that's a manifestation.
And if anybody else wants some, we do have some over at the table with a $20 donation.
Wonderful. Thank you.
Ryan Brown with Link Northwest. We have a Starbucks cup full of Skittles and Starburst. It was way too cold this morning, and I was like, we need to bring some summer to this room. I want to let you guys know we have an event, or a pair of events coming in March. It's called Screenagers. It's a showing about the effects of screens on teenagers. Did you know that the average 8 to 14-year-old experiences 8.6 hours of screen time a day? It's crazy. So the 2nd and the 23rd of March, send people that have children and are like, get off your phones. And we'll teach them a little bit about that. So love it. Michael Gonzalez with Evergreen Goodwill. A little bit of summer.
Yes, there we go. There we go.
Tina said she'd put a pina colada in that for you. Also, we're having a Valentine's dance, February 11th, open to all families. You can come. We got a live DJ coming. I think the chief is going to come dressed like a Cupid. Just kidding. But it's going to be a lot of fun. So we'd love to have you February 11th.
Hello, Tina Hudon with Remax Elite, your hometown team. And it's good to be home. A lovely little tray. Remember to come and pass out, let people know about our workshop on the 31st, Tuesday, and we're going to be doing them every month. So keep an eye out for it.
You know what would be really great for this new frame? Is a new home with a new wall.
There you
Okay.
go. We love it. And, oops, I don't have my glasses on. Who we got? Lori Campbell.
Lori Campbell, yes. Yay. Congratulations. Oh, this will be a good one.
I hope so. Good morning. I'm with Tulalip Resort Casino. I'm Tracy Goolsby, and today I have a gift certificate for $75 for dining at Blackfish Restaurant, one of my favorites. So.
Oh, look at everyone out there now, huh? Okay.
I'll just throw it. Nancy Denny. Motto Mortgage.
Congratulations.
Okay, I have 2 prizes. The first one is 2 tickets to Red Curtain for their current show, Death Trap. You have to call and change the dates or pick the dates that you want. It runs till February 5th. And this is for Tony Salas, Eden Health.
Yes, Tony.
And then the other one is 2 free Business Before Hours tickets to use between February and November.
The rule is you got to bring somebody who's a non-chamber member so we can convert them.
They got to join the best chamber in Snohomish County.
The best chamber in Snohomish County.
Connie Minnie with the City of Marysville.
Connie Minnie, congratulations. The moment we've all been waiting for. You woke up this morning waiting for this moment. Good.
Maybe it was just me then. It was navigating the new year. Okay, this is where we're going to get started. Now's the part that we'd all been waiting for, so let's start to navigate the new year. To help us connect members with other businesses, we'll be compassing a path that will help us chart our way through the rest of 2023, both professionally and personally, of course. We have our emissaries to help facilitate today, so if you have any questions, emissaries, please stand so everyone knows who you are. You got the great hats. Yes. Nope. There's some other captains here. Okay, they're getting prepared. Are you ready to get started? Are you ready to get started? Yes. Okay. Wonderful. Here's our icebreaker question, just to get us warmed up. Remember, this question will be discussed at the table you're currently at. The icebreaker question is, drum roll, please. All right, that's quite the drum roll. Would you rather travel north, south, east, or west? Okay, this is an icebreaker question, just to get you used to having conversations with people at the table. From here, okay, would you rather travel north, south, east, or west? Yeah, 5 minutes. And when you hear the bell, you'll know it's over. Well, I'd like to welcome back up to the stage our President and CEO, Ivan Sepulveda.
Let's give Todd another round of applause. Did everybody have fun navigating the new year? Did you meet some new connections? Okay, everybody take a seat for a few minutes and then I'll let you all go, I promise. There's a lot of standing folks already. So just again, thank you for voting for the Greater Marysville Tulalip Chamber of Commerce as the best in Snohomish County. There's lots of other chambers that you can be part of. I'm not going to say don't go check them out because they're all good in their own ways, but we are the best. Upcoming events that we have, so January 31st, we have our first Latino networking event. It's going to be at Daphne's office, Keep Dreams Alive, so join us for that. I know the school district will do another mini presentation. Hopefully that'll be in Spanish for Spanish speakers, so if you have additional questions that you don't get answered, join us there. February 16th is our first luncheon. Nick Salmon will talk about small habits of great leaders, so come join us for that. February 24th is our next Business Before Hours. That is State of the City with Mayor Nearing. That is usually a sellout, so if you can register today when you get back to your offices. If not, you have to wait at least 15 minutes outside before we'll let you in if it's sold out. So FYI, register early. We do have our Military Resource Fair coming up March 2nd. We're looking for sponsors for that. May 4th, we're going to have a happy hour at Hotel Indigo. Watch for news there. And then save the date for June 10th. It's our second annual golf tournament. We're looking for hold sponsors. We're looking for sponsors. We're looking for raffle items. And then if you know me, you know the whole rest of the year is planned out, so check out the calendar. I think almost all registrations are open, but let us know if you have any questions. And now for a great big thank yous. Thank you to our sponsor today, Marysville School District. Thank you for answering the questions that everybody had. To our chamber volunteers and emissaries for all their great ideas to make today's theme fun and interactive. Thank you to Tulalip Resort Casino for their great service and delicious breakfast. And a big thank you to you guys for making your ongoing commitment to this great business community our chamber serves. Okay, everyone, have a great weekend. I will see you all soon.